All right, so right when we walk in, the entrance doors, in our foundation, we have a Bible that was placed in, and then the foundation of the slab was poured over that. We have one at the entrance and one in our locker room. And it's important to us because every part of this facility was built to intentionally grow kids. And it's really important that we're growing in a variety of ways, not just as athletes, but as people. And so the intentionality of doing it in a way that honors the Lord was important to us. When you look up at the logos, our lobby is probably the tightest area in here, and it was built that way to get people where they need to go and then enjoy the space. And you'll see everything else is pretty wide open. So we'll go this way, and as a visitor, the visitors would come in, and either go up the stairs, and our secretary's office is right above this hawk head, and she can see down on who's coming in, or you take the elevator up, or parents would come straight in with an injured student and go to our training room. So we'll walk through and we'll see the training room first. All right, so our training room is definitely one of the biggest training rooms for a high school training room in the state. And it has multiple different types of tables, taping tables, tables that can go up and down, tables that you can incline one leg on and get stem, stretching. Our trainer's office, Miss Bridges, is over here, and she's got a really sweet setup. And then our trainers also have a student training program with over 20 student trainers. And so there's desk in here for them when they're doing their studying or classroom work with Miss Bridges. Our spa room, our therapy room, has a hot tub, cold tub combo. And this was a good find for us because this tub will actually go down to 38 degrees, and we can do cold tub therapy, cold plunges for kids after they've been out in the heat, and then also cold therapy on knees, ankles, joints, and stuff. But then we can heat it up and go hot tub style, and kids can relax in there. And so we thought that was a pretty cool highlight feature that probably not a lot of high schools get. And really, really proud of this room. It's next level. When the boys come out of the locker room, and then when our other teams are using this facility, we do have an office area that we turned into a hangout game room. And this is for any of our student athletes that go above and beyond. We have 7 arcade style games, old school games from NBA Jam, Pac-Man, Golden Tee Golf, Buck Hunter. We have 2 PlayStations, a Play Seat Simulator race car system, and this thing is sweet, it's next level. And then a big screen where they can watch TV or play another PlayStation here. 2 gaming chairs, and then 2 massage chairs. And the massage chairs are pretty cool because they've got LED lights in them. They glow. You can Bluetooth your speaker to it or your phone to it or any device that plays music and listen to music while they're getting a massage. And you turn out the lights in here and relax and then look out over the field. So pretty sweet room for kids that are going above and beyond. And they're going to have to earn their way in here. And we've got several kids that do a lot of cool stuff that'll earn their way into this room. There are 3 locker rooms in the facility, and the home side is on this side with two football locker rooms. Our locker rooms they're awesome for high school lockers. There are hydraulic seats that drop down. There are custom locks where a kid can put in a 4-pin number and create his own code. Logos on the outside, shoulder pads and helmet stand, and then they can charge their phones and devices inside their locker. So you can check that out. But that's a pretty cool feature as well for these lockers, and try to give them a collegiate feel. They have LED lights underneath them. And then a little living room set up in here for the guys to sit down and lounge around after practice. So really cool locker room. And we have 2 of these, and this is actually the smaller one that is for our varsity football team. There are 3 matching restrooms and with showers in the back for the boys. So there's one for the older guys on the varsity side, and then there's another one that replicates this restroom on the JV freshman side, and then our visitors have their own on the other side. So as we come in here, this would be our 9th grade JV locker room. It's a little bit bigger than the other one, has a few more lockers, just because that one's a little more exclusive and this one will hold more kids, but tons of space for the kids to locker at and enjoy. The boys will enter out by that door in between the locker rooms from the school, and they'll access their locker rooms downstairs. This room is the last room we'll go in. A lot of times they'll come out of the locker room and come straight up into the film team meeting room, and then other times they'll come this way and access our banquet room. This room right here doesn't have our furniture yet, as you can see, but we have a couch, 2 love seats, and a coffee table. Look out onto the field. We'll have 3 pub tables that are up a little bit higher, and then these new line televisions are big computers that you can bring up video, you can bring up anything on Google Drive. We can use it as a whiteboard and then also a TV. So we're gonna have a lot of meetings with our football players when we break up into smaller groups. And then our basketball and volleyball teams, when they have culture events, they'll break up into here too, and they'll be able to send girls and guys in different rooms. So this will be one of the rooms that we get to break out in. On Friday nights, it could easily double as a suite to enjoy the football game as well. So a pretty cool setup here. Coming through this way, on our left, that obviously the media classroom, all of our media is not here yet, but there'll be a lot of countertops where the kids use this as the studio to run the Jumbotron for the game. So right now, the Jumbotron is on and it's working in behind this. They have the graphics that are on the Jumbotron. The music will be filtered through here, and they'll bring up different angles, and this will be the studio that throws up the highlights, the scoreboard, all of our corporate sponsors and sponsors for the games. All the kids will drive it out of that room right there through PGTV. This is a banquet room, and this banquet room has a long kitchen off of it. There's 18 speakers in here that you can mic up to, you can play music in. We have 3 TVs in here, 1 on the back wall and 2 here. And the furniture for this is here. We've got it cleaned up right now. We can sit out 180 seats with tables and fill this thing up banquet style, or we can thin it out and have 6 to 8 tables if it's a smaller group. But we do feed our athletes a lot on Friday night football games, on Tuesdays and Fridays on soccer nights. We'll have pregame meals for our kids, and then also a 6 o'clock event for our corporate sponsors where they'll come up here the night of the football game before the game starts and just enjoy fellowship together and have food served to them, and then they'll go out and watch the game, with our public after that kind of kicks off. But this will be a place that also our teachers, we have teachers, professional developments in here. There's already 3 scheduled for this summer, some leadership stuff for our teachers going on. And like I said, they can teach and present from the monitors and mic up. We can divide the room into two different places to meet. So a really cool banquet meeting room area. And if you were gonna come up from the lobby where we first started and come upstairs, you would come here and hit the secretary's office or come out of the elevator. Miss Pickleman would direct you to where you need to go. Our assistant coaches' offices are in here, and there are spots for all of our assistants at the high school and the middle school. So when the middle school coaches come over, they have a home and they have a seat and somewhere to be included, and I think that's pretty cool for those guys, and that's something that was done differently. Obviously a huge table to meet around we had a meeting today at it, but a lot of staff meetings and a lot of room and just a really long custom table for that. So that's a pretty cool feature. Let me turn on the lights in here. They go off, but this is the head coach's suite and office area. So a living room style setup for the kids to come in and feel at home and have meetings. We've had college coaches came in April and in May, and that was neat for them to meet with kids in this room. And then obviously a lot of work getting done in here too. Off of that side there is a restroom and shower, and then there's a balcony that overlooks the football field and stadium, which is beautiful. It has a great view if you come out and check it out. So you could see, whoops, I'm sorry, Mallory. You can see the whole playing surface, and then a little bit of the Jumbotron on your left if you came out far enough. But a really cool view of the stadium. One of the best rooms of any high school facility, and this place is awesome all the way around. But this is next level. So when you come in here, there's 128 seat stadium seating for our kids when we have meetings and film sessions for all the sports. And then we have a floor to ceiling 4K LED screen. And most places, if you go to Division I schools like the University of Texas or Arkansas, we'll have drop-down screens. And so for this to be a 4K LED resolution style screen with surround sound, and when it's booming in here, it's like a cinema experience. And I don't think you'll find a high school in the nation that can rival this room, the way it was set up. In April and May, we probably had 40 Division I coaches come through, and 20 coaches said from their schools at mid-major level Division I schools that these facilities were better than what they had. And so that's what we're proud of for our kids in our community, is that everybody in Pleasant Grove gets to share in this experience and gets to be involved. And we have 350 different athletes at the high school that'll come through here. There'll be students that come through here from different groups. Our band already has a big function set up where multiple schools from the area will end up using this facility at band competitions. And so a neat place to showcase to others, but also share with others, and when we have some big time experiences. And this is a really neat place. So we have 3 standards in our program that have kind of actually woven into the fabric of our community. You'll see little kids with that on the back of their shirts. Full tilt's the speed of what we do things. We want to go as hard as we can in everything that we do. And then heart and soul is one of our relational deals, that we're going to put our heart and soul into each other and into our programs. And so that's on the back of our jerseys. You'll see full tilt on the back of some, heart and soul on the back of some. And like, we've had so many kids camps, and you see it on the back of their deal. And then the third one that's not up there, it just says state. And state's a standard that we want to be the best in state, but it doesn't mean just state championships. It be the best students in the classroom in state, be the best servant leaders, grow ourselves more than other people, not taking things for granted. So it's just an approach on how we do life here. Our speed is going as hard as we can, so we're not complacent, not going through the motions, so that we can grow. Heart and soul, we're extremely relational. We're going to put that into each other and then strive to be the best in state in several different areas. And the facilities are, obviously one of those things too. So I would say that this is hitting the standard of some of the best facilities in state.